Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. But now that I've done that, I'm actually looking at this and I'm thinking, you know what? It would be better if I stuck with my original plan and then mirrored those around as well, because that would work better. I can change those bits around. Not my original plan, what originally happened. Alright, let's do that then. Sometimes with this game, you do something and you think, yep, that'd be a really good idea. Then you do something again and you think, no, actually, once you've done it, you look at it and you think, no, actually, that's not really going to be such a good idea. And then you look at it again and you think, well, actually, yes. And, like, you can chop and change your mind quite a bit. Sometimes it can get a little bit frustrating for you when you're doing it, but overall, it usually works out. So if I put that one there, I press shift because it's got stuff in red and I just click, it's not going to work. Fast transport belt is in the way. Press shift, it overwrites and it will pop that down there. So then those construction bots will bring everything back and they will put it in place exactly how I want it. And once they've done that, I will then swap these over. We will have these moved around a little bit so that we've got some of these taking out and some of them putting on. That's basically what I want to do. So we want iron plates here. We want 2 iron plates and 10 copper cables for all of this. Here comes the robots. Bringing everything back once again. Probably swearing at me under their collective breath. Telling me to make my mind up at this point. Because I've been chopping and changing a little bit. So I'm sorry, robots. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to keep chopping and changing. Right, so you're taking stuff out. And you don't want to be... You want to turn round. You also want to turn round. So these here... I want to turn both of them round. So that one's taking iron off of there and bringing it into here, as is that one. This one's taking those and placing them on that belt. This one's, and then they're putting them on the belt over there. So that's how I want that to work. You over here, though, we're going to run you up like that. And I'm going to do the same over this side. Just swivel you around so it's all flowing in the same direction. So we've now actually got our blueprint down on the ground. And the next thing that I want to do is I want to get this bit running. Once I've got this bit running, then we will worry about the rest of the bits later on. Low density structures, incidentally, is just about done. We are just about ready for that. And if you look over here, see, we've got the copper that's coming up round and it's running over there. I've also got copper coming up this way, which I could use. Or I could use the copper down this way. Gonna use the copper coming this way, and we'll change that for red belts. And we'll keep the copper there feeding the red circuit production. And then we'll have another line down here feeding green circuit production over this side. So it's going to run on 2 separate circuits up through there. I want to take 5 of those, like that. And I also want to take... Oop, there we go. Low density structures have now been made. Those require a lot of plastic, steel, and copper plates. And then we need to make the utility science packs. And these also require processing units, flying robot frames, low density structures. This is the difficult ones to make. This is the really difficult ones to make. But once we've got those, we then get the logistics system. We need 2,500 of those in order to be able to get that. Once we got that, then things are going to start changing much more drastically than they have already. We've already got some serious changes occurring around here, but my goodness me, things is going to change up even more drastically. Right, first up, we're going to take this one up here, and... I'm going to leave... Yeah, we're going to start that off over there. So I'm going to bring this up to that point right there. And then I'm going to split that. So I don't have a splitter at the moment. I've got 5 that I can make. I don't have any green circuits. I'm just going to make 1 splitter right there. I'll speed that up a little bit. I will take that one down there. And I'll bring you that way over as far as you will go. Like that. That one down there, I'm going to remove that, and I'm going to change it with that one like that. You're going to go out as far as you can go right there. I'll just lift those 3 up. So I've got those 2 coming out. They're ready to use. That one will go up there. So we've now got copper traveling up this way. And then I'm going to want a splitter to... Well, I've got to wait for that splitter to be created. So before I go worrying about the splitter, I love the way that this does it. Like the way that it backs up sometimes when you're doing these sorts of things. While I'm waiting for that to upgrade... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, power is fine at the moment. I'm waiting for that to upgrade. I go like that. Keep running. Right, this is where it gets a little bit difficult sometimes, is making sure that you do upgrade everything. If you're going to do an upgrade run like this, you do actually have to make sure that you've upgraded everything, or there's little point in doing it at all. We bring you, and we bring you. So then the only other one that I got to do is that one there. So that's all upgraded through that line down to there. And then we will do the same up through here with the iron run as well, which means I need one more splitter. So I will start making that one. Look at all of the circuits that I need just to make one splitter. 5 electronics there, another 10 to make the upgrade for the splitter right there. I've got one already though, so we can use that one and I can drop that one in there. That's fine. And then I can go along this way. So then down that way and along there. Like that. Up to there. So you go that way. You go that way like that. And you go into there. And then we run up through there like that. Okay, that's perfect. Now everything is done. And we can then bring that belt out there. Which is going to go up beside the copper there, and I'm going to bring that one straight up to here. So which way are we doing this? That's pulling out from that second belt over there. So I will bring you over this way, like this. And we'll run over here. Like that. And that goes up there. So there's the iron going up through like that. And you can see these are a lot faster than these, which is a bit of an issue sometimes. It definitely can be a bit of an issue, but it's going to be fine. So then that one, I'm going to put down like that. And we're going to take... You are going to go straight off of there, and you're going to go that way like that. And from there, I'm going to bring you over, and you're going to go up there, like that. So you've got the double line going on there. This one is going to go across here. And it's going to go up into there. So I've now got everything feeding up through, and I'm now making green electronics. All the way up through there. The only other thing, really, that we want to do now, just to sort of speed that up, is I want to make those, but I need advanced circuits and electronic circuits to do that, so I'm not going to do it at the moment. Really, we want to be using this to be making processing units. We need processing units above all else at the moment. The low-density structures is another thing that we're definitely going to need, but it's the processing units that we've got to get set up. You can only make those in factories, so that's kind of the first thing that we want to get building. And I feel that it is a very important thing to have being constructed. So next up, we're going to go... Actually, we're going to go back over here. I want to now start repeating this up through. And there's a way that we can do this. I'm going to move over a little bit. I'm going to gather up all of those. I'm going to start picking some of these up. And then they're going to start working. And we've got electronic circuits. Having these in our hands is going to make it a lot easier for us. I can just then click 5 of those. And yes, I'm still having to make a load of iron gear wheels, right? The iron gear wheels is the slow part. I'd like a load of these being brought to me. That would be really cool. If I could have a load of iron gear wheels being brought to me, that would be absolutely fantastic. It really would. But I can't. Not at the moment. But that's how fast we're making these green circuits, which is all right. But honestly, I think it could be better. I do think that we can do better than this. We're going to... Right, I've made 6 of those. I actually need 10 of them to be able to make my next item that I want to make. And I'm going to be short on iron to do this. So let me go up through there like that and pick up that iron. I can just sit on here for a minute and soak up all of this iron that's coming through, along with the electronic circuits as well. And now I've got 8 of these that I can make. So I click on that. It's waiting. It's these iron gear wheels. This is the bit that's time-consuming for making these assembling machines. Right, I've got plenty of steel on me at the moment. That's not an issue. It's just the iron gear wheels. That's kind of the slow part of it. Anyway, let's go look in here. We've got that one there, that blueprint. We will shift-click and shift right-click. We clear that one. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to take that bit there, and I'm just literally going on it like that. So I've just got this bit right here, and the great thing about this is that forms a tile. Now that's very, very important because we can use that to make a really cool setup. So I can go like that. I can bring that down a little bit like that. I can join those two together down that close if I want to. And the only bit that I want to do on this, in order to make this tile work properly, actually there's one little bit. If you go here with right mouse button to open, I want to remove that light and that light right there. And then also that one, that one, that one, and that one, I think. I don't think I need the rest of them. So let's just have a look at that. Blueprint design. I will need it to start the thing off with, but if I go there, that should put them up high enough. See, the lights, we don't want the lights. So I go like that, and I put that down. I've now got the next sort of stage for that. And what I'm going to do, in order to make this work, the belts, they'll come through and they'll do the belts. They'll do those really quickly. They'll chuck those down. But what we've been doing is we've been quietly making some of the assembling machines, and we're also going to want some more fast inserters. So if we go here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm going to need to wait now till I get more iron gear wheels brought up. Well, no, I don't need to wait at all. I can just make them. But, yeah, we've got a load of those. So I can put the lights in there. I can put those in there. I can put the assembling machines in there. I can put the long-handed inserters in there. I can put these fast inserters in as well, like that. And they should come through, and they should put everything in. And what I'm hoping is that these poles will power everything, that they will actually reach. You know, I deleted the top line of them along there. And they do. They all reach. We've got no duplicates on them at all. Now, what we've got here is we've got a double lot of this. And that's a system that's going to work out quite nicely. So I could extend this up a little bit further if I wanted. I could do another similar lot on there. I need to make sure that I've got enough items in here. I need another 9 assembling machines, and I had like 30-odd inserters in there as well. So it's inserters and assembling machines that we've got to make in order for this whole thing to work. That's not an issue. That's not an issue at all. We just have a look in here. Okay, it's iron that we want, and also the electronic circuits. Electronic circuits is probably the most important one that we're going to want. But I can sit up here at the top and I can absorb all of these like this. There, I've now got 250 electronic circuits on my person, which is going to make this a lot easier. So then I would go there. I've got 7 of those that I can make. That's because I'm still waiting on iron gear wheels. It's those iron gear wheels. It's like, and that's because I need more iron. Right. There. Run down this way like this and pick up that iron. And I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to run down against that belt. Like that. Picking up all of the iron that I can get. Go on. Keep going, keep going. Keep absorbing iron. Right. Now how much have I got? That's better. I got a whole load of stacks of them, which means that I can make more of these over here. And I will make another lot as well. That's all of the iron. I've already used up all of that iron that I had on me. I had loads of the stuff. I'm really using up. You get an idea now of kind of, like, this is the sheer quantity of iron that you go through. When you're playing this game, once you start making things on a larger scale, it can sometimes get quite astonishing just how much of some materials you can actually use. It's frightening almost. It really is. Here come the robots. They're slowly replenishing some of these iron gear wheels, and that is a good thing that they're bringing them back. It's just we've still got to wait quite a while for them to bring them all up. Let's gather up a few more of these. Like that. A few electronic circuits as well, that's fine. Right, yeah, I've got a little bit of iron in there. I've got a few more electronic circuits, that's all good. I've got 10 of those. I've got 5 more being made. I could make yet more of them, but no, I want to make fast inserters now. I want to make several of these fast inserters. Like this. Right, I'll get all of those being made, and then we can start dropping them down into the chest. So, at the moment, we've got 10 in there. So, each of these, like, little squares takes 10 of these factories. Yeah? I've got that many. I've got 16. So, I want 4 more. For this little plan I've got in my head, I want another 4. Oops. I don't mean to do that. There's 2. 1, 2. That's all of the ones that I want. I want to make all of this lot. I don't think I've got enough fast inserters being made here. Every single thing you see, we will start making, but I'm not quite ready to. I don't really want to start doing it just yet. There's one other thing that we're going to do. I'm busy getting this little bit here set up, and I'm going to want to make this bigger still. But right now, what I'll do is I'm going to clear the blueprint. Oops. Shift right clear. And I'm going to go to there. And then I'm going to go with the top of the blueprint, just like that. And then I'm going to come down here to the bottom of this blueprint. Like that. And then I'm going to do the same as what I did last time. I'm going to clear that one, that one, that one. There, there, and there. So I've just got that bit. So we want 20, 56 inserters, 16, 8, and 4 for the lamps. And I'll take that. So I've now got this tileable entity right here that I can swap out, and I can bring up here, and I can drop down. I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to get rid of that one, and that one, you, and you. You're all going to move out of the way. And I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to make sure that I've got the materials that I need for it in here and there. How many of those did I say? Mouse over this one. I need 50. I still don't have enough fast inserters. Seriously, I still don't have enough fast inserters. There. That's going to be enough. Once we've got those in. And wait, what else did I want? Those we've got elsewhere, and also the lights. The lights, we've got the lights in here. So I can drop those in there. Like that. Now I've got enough. That's everything. I can now place down my new blueprint. This one. Right. I mean, yes, ideally you want to be off doing other things while you're waiting for things to construct. And the way that I've just done it is rather slow and time-consuming, but I like to be able to see this. This is infinitely tileable. I can go and tile this out again. I can copy this image, and I can place it right down next to it over there, and I can go up, and I've got another, a repeatable thing that I can just keep going out and repeating over and over and over and over. I can just keep repeating this until I've gotten as many as I want. It doesn't really matter how many I end up with. I can just keep going until I've gotten as many as I want right across the whole thing. Sure why these wires are crossing in a very weird fashion up here. That seems a little bit odd. Well, they're doing what they're doing, and then all these have run out of battery, so they need to just recharge before they go back through. It's going to take a while to fill all of this up with concrete, with all the bricks. We've got one furnace working over here. I could get another furnace, and I could put that on there. And so we got a double furnace working on this. And that's something that I'm actually seriously considering doing. Right, now we've got the belts. They're running all the way up through, and you can see the belts are just, well, I'm hoping they will be enough to just sort of keep up with everything. They may not be. We may end up with some issues with that, but I'm hoping that we won't. I'm hoping that we'll all be tickety-boo and wonderful. Now, electric mining drills. We've made these electric mining drills. We've got some green science packs there. They're ready. I want more copper. Right now, we've got a little bit of an issue with a lack of copper. So I'm looking over here. Right, I got that one he's busy running through into there. We're going fairly quickly. And I don't know if I'm taking stone out faster than putting it in or not. I'm looking at this. I'm seeing that... You know, I think I am actually using it up faster. So I'd need to increase the amount of ore that I'm mining in order to be able to increase the speed of this. So I'm just going to leave that as it is. I'm not going to worry about it. Incidentally, the copper ore has now slowed down again. So I made all those extra mining drills. I don't actually need to use them. Right? There's no need to be going to use them whatsoever. Now that the oil has all had a chance to be running for a while, if you look in here, petroleum is actually maxed out completely. It's maxed out on there. Light oil is fairly high. So we've got the heavy oil here, which is manufacturing some fuel blocks. It's not manufacturing a great deal of them anymore. And then we've got these. They're manufacturing fuel blocks over here. And we have a little bit of an issue, right? The fuel blocks have now kind of reached a point where we've got no more room for fuel blocks. So what we can do is we could either... Well, no, there's no either about it. All I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy that one right there. I'm going to take that little bit that I've got, and I'm going to just... I'm not even going to bother using the robots to do this. We'll just do this very quickly like this. I'll make 5 of them. I'll throw down 5 of them. You know, it would actually be quicker if I went round and I did this another way. The time I wait for that... No, actually, it's going to be fine. It will be fine, because I've got the pipes over here. The pipes are... They're alright. I need 5 fast inserters to do this, which I can make. I can make 10 fast inserters, although that is the issue, isn't it? I need the green... Let's go and get some green circuits. We want to go and get a few of those. I forgot about this. You've always got to make sure that you're full of green circuits. And the red circuits over here, they've backed up. The green circuits are backed up. That's ready to start the next production line. I've got a new production line that we're going to be wanting to make on there. So let's run down through there a minute and empty those out. Like that. Look at everything running. That is like poetry in motion, isn't it? It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. There. So I've now got a load of circuits there, which means I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to give me another 20 of those inserters. I'm going to pop down here. I've got enough out of here at the moment. We've got a whole load of everything else being made. So I'll grab the items back that were in there. I've got no chests, but there's a few fast inserters and a few other little bits. That's all good. Let's just pick up these items from these robots a second. And then we can go back over this way. We're making those inserters. I've also now got the 5 chemical plants that I wanted. As the 5 chemical plants that are the most important aspect of this. We've got a load of light oil that's being converted. And we've got the heavy oil up there that's being converted as well. So everything is being converted. But we don't necessarily want everything to be converted too quickly. If I go up there... that's... going to be in the wrong place. So I kind of don't want to put that down there. I can do... You know what I can do? I've got an idea. I can do it like this. I have a better idea. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. I've actually got 6 down there. Let's match it up then. We can't be having an odd one, so we'll put an extra one into there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that one round, and I'm going to go like that. You're going to come out, and you're going to go over there, and then I'm going to... Oops, not do that. I'm going to lift those, and then I'm going to go back, and I'm going to get that chemical plant. I'm going to drop it down there, and then I'm going to take these. I'm going to go... nope, that way round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. And then I will go up here. We're going to just have to match those like that so that we've got power to those plants there. And then up here we go with a line along there like that. So that takes all of those in. And then the only other thing that I need to do is I need to connect in light oil. Now, all the light oil I've got is all linked around, so it doesn't matter where I link it. I'm not going to do it yet. I'm going to put the recipe in first. So I want solid fuel made out of light oil. Right there. That's the one that I want. So I right-click and copy and paste. Oops, can't reach. Over there like that. Right. And then bring you up, and I'll put you down onto there. So that's now working on here, and that's putting out the oil into there. So petroleum is going to be the only thing that's going to back up. That's the only item that's going to back up. Everything else is being turned into solid fuel, and we're using solid fuel all the way around the entire base. I've got a massive backlog of light oil here at the moment, which we need to be using. But our main issue right now is that we don't have enough solid fuel coming out. I'm using solid fuel across the entire base as well, which can sometimes present some issues, right? It can sometimes be a little bit problematic. At the moment, I don't think it is going to be any kind of issue whatsoever. The only thing really that we want to be looking at is up here. I've got a load of stuff there. In here, I don't have enough room to move it out. So what I can do is this one here has got a filter with a whitelist. I can change that whitelist, and I can go to there, and I can add coal into the whitelist so that it puts coal over here, and it's going to prioritize everything that comes out of this side. So now the coal is going to come out of there. It's going to be removed out of this side, and then once that's done, this up here, all of that stuff up there, I'm going to take those anyway. They will all start being used up. They're going to start being fed out into the system over here, and they'll all start being used up, which is good. This is a thing that we want to have happen. I will take all of the copper plate and all of the copper ore. I will bring the copper ore up over this way, and I will drop that down into these furnaces. So just take that up, and I will run it along, and we will go like that. There we go. That's all filled up. And you're going to go through there. I've got all the solid fuel running through that we could possibly want. So that's now backed up, and we don't need to worry about solid fuel causing us any issues. Yeah, we've got no issues anywhere with solid fuel. This is good. I don't want to be getting any issues. We've got all of these red circuits over here. The only thing with the red circuits is that we've got this one over here, and that runs through into there. And I don't really like the way that this is happening, okay? I don't really want the red circuits to be going right there. What I'm going to want is... because I don't want just half of them coming out here. I want to be able to access the whole lot, and I want them all to be being used up evenly. So in order for that, I'm going to make one fast splitter right there. And we're going to use you. That one is actually going to go in there. I'm going to remove that one. Remove that one. And that one is going to go like that. There. And then I bring this one down. There. Over. And up like that. Now you will see that it's actually going to go through, and it's going to start taking everything out. And it's going to feed those reds all the way through. And yes, it's still not brilliant. It's still not ideal, the way that this is actually working out. But it's going to be alright. And I might actually get another one of those. Because at the moment, we're only going to be using the reds on one side. And I'd rather use up on both sides. And I'm going to be pulling them off of this bit. This is the bit that I no longer want them on. So let's go back over this way. And I'm going to take... you're going to go along like this. Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1,000,000 minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.